Did you know that optimizing your MT5 Forex trading robot could potentially double your profits? In this video, optimizing your MT5 Forex trading robot for maximum profits, I'll show you how I optimize my MetaTrader settings during backtesting to get the highest profit possible from the actual expert advisor that you are using. The problem with using the default settings with MT5 robots or expert advisors is that the settings that you're currently using will only work for a limited time, and it's based on the current market and the performance of the market at the time. The things can vary a lot in a 3-month period or even a 1-month period. So let's have a look at MetaTrader 5, and I'll go through my settings, show you how I optimize for the best results. First thing we will do is open our MetaTrader 5 terminal, and we want to use the strategy tester, so we can go to view and click on strategy tester, or also Control R will give us the same result. Once we have the tester open, we can select the expert advisor that we will want to test, and also we will select the currency pair that we are going to test on. So in this case, I've chosen Strike Expert Advisor. This is one of my recent winners in the 30 bot contest that I ran just in the last couple of weeks. So the symbol for this one is Euro US dollar. The chart time frame is M30, which I have selected here. Let's go with a custom period of let's say maybe 2021, 1st of June 2021 up to the current date, 14th of. We're going to put in a delay here. This is to show if there's any lag in your internet connection. So I'm really optimizing, for example, if we are having a bit of a lag with our internet. I'm selecting on here 330 milliseconds. The lag on my internet is actually way less than that. It's like 100 or even less. So choose leverage. We want to, at this point, leave optimization disabled. Go to your input section. So we've got our default input settings here, and the easiest settings to change for optimization is the stop loss and take profit values. You can see here we also have settings for our different signals. So this one is using stochastic and CC Bollinger Bands for entry signals and exit signals. So we can actually optimize these settings as well, but the easiest setting is stop loss and take profit. So first thing we'll do is run a test with the current settings, and we'll have a look at the actual results and see how we're doing for starters. If we even have a profitable expert advisor to begin with. You know, if we get something that's running at break even or even a slight profit in the beginning, we're off to a good start, and then we can optimize this for better results. So almost there, just downloading the historical data for the actual test at this point. Click on the graph tab and we can actually see the results, the actual trades being placed for us. So this is much faster than using visual mode. However, visual mode is also good. It just takes longer to actually do the test. So we can see from this one that in general, it is going from the bottom left corner to the top right, which is the correct direction for our trend. We're wanting to at least show some sort of a profit during our first test. And once you've done the test, you can actually see here we have the actual indicators are actually displayed, so we can actually see which indicators are used. And in this particular one, there are a lot of indicators. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 indicators used. But we've got a good result. So let's have a look at the backtest results, and we can see here we have a profit factor of 2.26, which is really good for starters. The things that I want to look at is profiting trades. We have here only 32% of our trades are profitable. So even though we've had some losses, you know, like only 1/3 of our trades are winners, we still made a profit. The other thing I like to look at as well is consecutive wins. In this case, we had 3, consecutive losses, we've had 10. So we can see where the 10 consecutive losses are on the chart. This will be during this section. So this was clearly a period when the market was not suitable for this particular expert advisor, but it was only for a short period. This was in 2022, around about October to March 2023. Okay, now let's go to change a few of our settings. So instead of just changing the stop loss and the take profit settings, this is where we do optimizing. So we collect optimization, show complete algorithm to get the most accurate results, and choose on here if you're going for the highest balance or the lowest drawdown. I'm actually looking for the best profit factor. So input section now, and we tick the boxes that we want to optimize. So in this case, the stop loss and the take profit. And we can see here that starting stop loss was 10. So let's change this one to 10 here. And we're going to step by 5 for each test. So we'll go 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And let's maybe go as high as 80 for the stop loss. For the take profit, we started here originally with 50. I'm going to change that to 20 and step up by 10 pips for each one, up to 120 pips. This will actually give us 165 different results, and we'll find the best setting from those results. Next is to click the start button, and this generally means a little bit of waiting. However, let's click on the optimization results, and what we'll see coming up here in a moment, once this gets started, we'll see dots appearing in this white section. So this is actually the results for each of the tests that we are doing. Results are starting to come through. We've got some dots on the screen, and clearly the dots up top are the best performance. So in this case, the profit factor on this one is up over 3. That is really good. So that's an improvement from what we had before. I think we had 2.26 or 2.62 originally on the profit factor. Don't think it will show here now. Oh yes, it is 2.26. So back to the optimization result. We currently have gone through 48 out of the 165. We're going fairly quickly here. 70 out of the 165. So we're around about halfway at this point. This one dot here is still standing out above the rest. It is actually 3.25, the actual setting. The next closest is 2.91, which is also a good setting. Testing is almost complete. 144 out of 165. We're almost done. And you can see here there are a lot of dots on the chart, and all of these down in the lower section are not really going to be considered for what we want to use as our new default settings. But what we want to look at is, well, first thing, the profit factor in this result. That's what I'm aiming for. But we also want to look at drawdown as well, and even the number of trades is handy. So let's look at the results that we have for now. So we have second place over here, looks like 3.01. So we've got our results here, our profit factor in this column. So the top performance was 3.25. We then have 3.1, 3.05, and 3.01. So if we look at these and compare the drawdown, and if the results are very similar, I'm going to pick the one that has the lowest drawdown. Because if I'm going to use this for prop firm trading, we want the lowest drawdown possible so we don't exceed our maximum daily limit or maximum overall limit. So we can see here the drawdown percentage in this column, and the top performing setting, 3.25 profit factor, is actually the lowest drawdown out of these top few as well. But if we go down a little further, we can see here that we have a profit factor of 2.89 on this particular setting. The drawdown was only 0.65%. So the stop loss on that one was 25 and the take profit was 40. But let's stick with the highest performing profit factor at this point, which is stop loss of 10 and a take profit of 100. So very different to the original settings that I had on here, which was 10 and 50. And if we want to do now a test on any of these settings, we can actually right click and run a single test on any of these settings, and we can actually look at the graph and the results, see how it goes. So on the graph, this actually looks like a really good result. This was the one that actually had the 25 stop loss and 40 take profit, but the drawdown was 0.65%. The best optimized setting I had a drawdown of 1.53. So let's do that test now. And we can see from this one that there were more draw periods where we had consecutive losses. So in this one, maximum consecutive losses was 10. The maximum consecutive win was 2. Profitable trades is 25%. So let's go back to the optimized settings again and do this test on the one that had the lowest drawdown. I want to actually see what the back test results are in comparison. So although the profit factor is slightly less, we had 64% winning trades and the maximum consecutive losses was 5. So we had less consecutive losses and 10 consecutive wins on this one. So this is actually the setting I'm going to keep for my expert advisor. So we've got on here 25 and 40 and everything else has been kept the same. And this is my new setting. So now I can use this setting on my expert advisor for trading live or for trading on prop firm challenges and getting the best results with the lowest amount of drawdown. Now, the important thing about optimizing is I like to do it on a regular basis. So this is not financial advice and I'm not telling you what you should do, but I'm telling you what I do for optimizing. So once I have my settings, I will actually use these settings for possibly up to 3 months, and every 2 or 3 weeks I'm just going to do the same optimization again with current data and just see if there's any changes. And the important thing of optimizing on a regular basis is you're always going to have the best results for the current market situation, and the current market is always changing on a daily basis. So something that might be working this week for your expert advisor could turn into a losing streak where you have 15 or 20 losing trades in a row. And that is crazy, but it can happen. So that's why optimizing will get you the best results for the current market. So if you'd like to see more of these tips and tricks for MT5, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and watch out for more videos from me regarding tips for optimizing your MetaTrader 5. And also in the future, I will be going through some strategies and optimizing as well to get the best results. Thanks for watching. My name is Steve and this is Challenge Forex.